So back at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, and if you are maybe expecting a certain something, we have a little bit of tips for you. A baby. That's what the little thing is. We have some tips and tricks for you if you're expecting soon, and what you can go on, what you can do, all that sort of good stuff, and she will let you know what those stuff are.
We also just put out a video about how to stay cool at the theme parks in the summers. We're going to link that up here because especially if you are pregnant, that is super, super, super important because it's very, very hot here in Orlando and you're going to get hotter and have a need to stay cooler if you are pregnant. So this video is not going to be too long and complicated because we'll be completely honest, Universal is not fantastic for having a lot of things to do. If you're pregnant, there's really just not a lot of rides you can go on. While there are a few shows, there's not as many. If you are expecting and wanting to actually enjoy yourself a little more, we're Universal people through and through, but we will tell you that Disney is going to have more to offer for you. We've got videos on that coming soon. But if you're going to be here anyway, we're going to let you know what you can and can't do. Spoiler alert, there's not a whole lot that you can't. So the first thing is going to be shows. At Universal Studios, there's a couple of shows. Obviously, you can do those. I'm going to give a quick little warning that Born Stuntacular can cause a little bit of motion sickness. So if you're already prone to that, be really careful. But there's also animal actors. There's the horror makeup show. So if you just need to sit down.
Basically any of the shows.
Yeah, if you just need to sit down, any of the shows are going to be okay. There aren't as many of them over at Islands of Adventure, and there are some at Epic Universe. So that's another thing, because at Epic Universe there's going to be very, very little you can do. So if you've been to Disney, pregnant or not, you probably know that Disney has a lot of rides where there is no height requirement. So you can basically ride it if you're a baby, if you're pregnant, pretty much anybody can ride. Universal doesn't have as many rides without height requirements, so there's not going to be as many that you can do. Now, I think we should just...
Incoming transmission from SHIELD.
Listen up. Dr. Doom and Green Goblin are reportedly within Marvel Superhero Island.
The most important thing that you should do is you should talk to your doctor, midwife, medical service provider, and find out what they say you can do, because ultimately that's a lot more important than anything that we can say here or anything that Universal can say, because I do feel like Universal is going to err on the side of caution, because a lot of their rides say don't go on them if you are pregnant, but your doctor's probably going to say that it's totally fine, and some of those we're going to mention today. For example, the Yoshi ride at Epic Universe goes about this fast.
Also mostly outside.
Mostly outside, so it's in the sun. It's a little brutal, but they're not going to...
That one's not fast at all.
They're not going to say anything.
It's like the Sky High trolley.
Behind the Sky Trolley, yeah. So let's start at Epic, because there's not much there. The Yoshi ride, I think that was it. That was pretty much it. There's also the water ride in Isle of Berk. I don't believe there's any height requirement on that, or I believe it didn't say if you were pregnant. That's one option. And then the carousel, and that's it.
Yeah.
So that's what you got over there to ride, in addition to the shows. Now in Universal Studios, you have a couple more options. Again, please talk to whatever professional that you're working with and make sure that these are okay. But these are just some that are going to be generally considered okay. We have E.T. Mm-hmm. We have, what else was over there? Minion Blast. That's totally fine because it's not actually a ride. You're just standing on a little conveyor belt. And then Minion Mayhem actually don't go in the regular seats, but they have benches on the front that don't move.
Yeah.
So that's
sensitive.
Yes. So that's another option. There may be some rides that might be okay because they don't move a whole lot, but it really is going to depend on your motion sickness level. So that's another thing.
Yeah. Technically, you have the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah, Hogwarts Express is totally fine to ride. Anybody can ride that, so that's totally fine to go back and forth if you're pregnant. And if you take that over here to Islands of Adventure, most of the Seuss Landing rides are going to be okay. Pie in the Sky Trolley, probably okay. Again, just check with your doctor. Cat in the Hat, One Fish, Two Fish, the Carousel, all very slow moving, basically rides for toddlers. So you're, probably going to be just fine on those. Not a lot of very slow moving, super family friendly rides. I mean, that's kind of what Disney's known for too. Disney does.
But they do have a lot of child swap
Yes.
options.
Yes. So you can always walk through the lines with your family, see
The queue.
see the queue, and then just wait in the child swap area where they'll have something playing that's related to
To the theme.
like Harry Potter movies or whatever. So while there's not a whole lot you can do, there are some things you can still enjoy Universal with your family. It would be really great if Universal did a little bit more for rides that were kind of all ages, so that you could do them with babies, when you're pregnant, anybody. But maybe in the future we'll see what they do next. I think right now the next thing is a roller coaster, so not that.
Probably not that. So if you're expecting and maybe you have a question or two, be sure to drop it in the comments below. If you also want to check out our previous video, which is how to stay cool at Universal, be sure to check out our recent videos. We'll also link it up here and also in the description below. And if you're maybe looking to book a trip to Universal,
I am a travel agent.
She forgot.
I did forget. I'm a travel agent. I book a lot of Universal. I will put the link in the description below if you need a little bit of help with your theme park vacation.
so thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more of Universal content like this, and we'll see you on the next one.